Hi there, this is Cormac from Horrenda, and you are listening to Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey guys, this is Darragh O'Connor from Horrenda. You are listening to the Brutally Delicious Podcast.
One, two, three, four. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast. The Brutally Delicious Podcast.
Hey Bruce, how you getting on, sir?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Good.
Everything well over there in Ireland?
Yeah, it's great and cold, so that's the best you can kind of hope for, yourself.
You get a lot of you get a lot of snow over there, or not really?
No, not really. I mean, if it snows here, the country shuts down.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of get, and I mean, like any snow, like two little bits drop on the ground, and the whole country shuts down. We kind of get like Irish weather is like grey, and that's it, and that's perfect, So that's a good day if it's grey, yeah. But it rains a lot, like so.
Right. So sort of like England as well, right?
England's actually better.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So if you go to London, actually, it's really nice. It's more like San Francisco, but a little bit colder, actually, believe it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
if you've been there, it's if you've been there, you're not really too far away. New Jersey's a lot nicer, But but for some reason we got that weather. I think CJ's joining us. I'm not sure. I'll shoot him a message.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Oh, there he is right there.
Oh, great.
Letting him in now. Hello. CJ.
Hi there, Bruce.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing well, yourself?
Doing okay, thank you. Just getting the weather update in Ireland.
It's nighttime, so you can't see anything outside. So I'm gonna guess cold.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk Horrenda. I had no idea you guys existed till it came across from Holly, and I was blown away. So I reached out.
Oh, thanks so much, man. That means a lot.
Yeah, I love this stuff. So let's just for those not familiar, as I wasn't, can you give us the 2-sentence elevator pitch?
Yeah, okay, 2 sentences. Let's see. Traditional black and extreme black metal with an experimental edge. There we go.
Fair enough, but can I add something to it? And hopefully it doesn't offend you guys. There's a bit of hardcore going on in here, right?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, and that really comes out in our live shows. Like, our singer is a big hardcore guy, so he likes to bring that to the floor. So no, it doesn't offend us at all. I mean, there's a lot of death metal in there as well, and
very literally, he brings it to the floor. God, he doesn't like standing on the stage.
No, he doesn't. He just
so he's one of those real punk guys out on the floor.
Oh yeah, of course. Like he's not one for standing on the stage, and he's usually one for doing something weird when he's performing. Like
he'll fight you.
Bars.
He'll fight you,
more or less.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been surprised? Holy shit! I can't believe he just did that.
Yeah. So yeah, more than once.
He nearly killed himself in Belfast. What he was doing was, this is back when he was still using mics with the cord on it. Now he's using wireless.
This is why
he was wrapping around himself, but at one point he accidentally got too tight around his neck and he started choking.
And then he swung, and then when he got free from that, he swung it and hit himself in the head and nearly busted his head open.
Oh, I remember David Lee Roth did that on the Jimmy Kimmel show once, swinging that stupid thing, and he cut his forehead.
Yeah, no, like when we got off stage, Aaron was taking the paint off, and he had a lovely indent of the mic, so in his head, and we're like, right, between you nearly hanging yourself and nearly cutting yourself open, we're like, right, wireless mic, so. And now he climbs more stuff. So, I mean, whenever we're playing, it's wild. I'm always saying to people, just don't get in his way. That's a better idea.
Stay in the back of the venue.
Oh, no, come up to the front. Just don't try and... Just don't step to Aaron unless you want to be in the pit.
The kind of question is he going to climb on whatever bar is nearby? Is he going to climb on whatever pole is in the middle of the crowd? Is he going to climb on the crowd itself, or in Siege of Limerick, where there was for whatever reason, there's a kind of weird fire stand next to the stage? He was climbing that.
So I guess you can't ever accuse of him not being into it, right? He's totally 1,000% in.
We are not that band.
Sure.
Nice. So Handprints is the one I've been listening to. What's been the response to the single so far?
Really good. Like really, really good. It's great that people are kind of getting to hear Horrenda or see Horrenda, probably for the first time. Particularly when you're in Ireland, the scene isn't massive, and we are an island, so it's been crazy to see how far this has gone, and like it was a bit of an tonally different to what we've done in the past, where we kind of went back to basics, and yeah, the reaction's been great. Just going back to our more kind of like aggressive roots.
Nice. And so when you guys are writing, I don't know who does the lyric writing. Is it you guys or more your singer?
Lately, it's mainly Aaron. Yeah.
Is there something, and maybe you can't answer this then, but is there something that you want your fans to take away from after listening to a Horrenda record, or even more specifically, Handprints?
Right, so I can answer this real quick. So I used to do a lot of the writing, and then Aaron took over from it, and so every kind of phase in Horrenda is doing something different. Like we always try to be like, right, we're doing it this phase, we're doing this phase, this phase. The current phase of Horrenda really is kind of bringing the live show to people. You know, that's what we're trying to get when we're recording. It's like, no, this is like what you can expect from our Horrenda show, and all of our samples and stuff all kind of line up to that. So currently with Handprints, to speak specifically, it's more kind of like the insanity of the way things are at the moment. Like it's a very, we've been kind of introspective, but the way things are so insane, you just turn on the TV and you see it. We're trying to like go, right, why are things so messed up? Why are people so crazy? And that's kind of where a lot of where Aaron takes his inspiration from. And we use allegories of horror movies and stuff like that as well. But that's kind of the push.
You're not going to run out of material either, because for whatever reason, people are crazier by the day.
Right? That's it. So yeah, man, it's wild.
It's absolutely nuts. So in my real life, I am a police dispatcher.
Right.
Here in the city, and I hear all the shit as well. I mean, I'm just like, you did what? I can't even believe, like, every time you think you've reached a limit of what people will do, there's something else somebody did. And I'm like, what the hell?
Absolutely. And that's kind of what we're trying to tap into now. You know, it's like, you know, we've done the political thing, we've done the Irish Celtic thing, we've done the history thing, and now we're like, whoa, things are actually mad right now. Why? And that's kind of what we're digging into.
Do you find it also sort of cathartic writing that aggressive music?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that they say, and CJ, you can probably speak to this, like when we're playing, our set is so aggressive that even we are kind of like, damn, that was a bit mad. You know, you need a lot to kind of come down after it.
It's like we do find like we put a lot into live shows. We just need to, be as aggressive as possible. That's just what the music makes us want to do, and what we feel is the most entertaining show we can give to people. And like even our most recent show in Cardiff, that was pure insanity. Like we had lads coming up afterwards covered in blood.
Yeah,
because it was the crowds were so tense. Yeah. Even I was like, listen, my thing is I do tend to run around the audience while I'm playing a lot. I came out a little bit bloody as well. So it's like, okay, people are really digging this, really want to.
So a Horrenda show is a full interactive show then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Aaron is in the crowd most of the time. I'm running around the crowd at least twice during the show. It's a proper live experience.
That's pretty fantastic. Are you guys all writing together, like the traditional sense, or are you guys taking advantage of like technology and email?
Well, it's kind of a mix. Like usually what will happen is me, Mark, or Darragh will like kind of write the core of a song at home and kind of present it to the band as a whole. And then once we're together, we'll kind of jam it out. It's like, okay, this works, that doesn't work. Let's add that on. That sort of stuff. Like the core of it usually is best if, like, I think, in my opinion, I think it's best if the core of the song is written by one person and then the whole band kind of refines it together.
Okay, absolutely.
So since you're kind of leaning towards being more of a live band than a recorded band, do you guys write your songs like with the stage in mind? Like this is a good spot for a breakdown, a good spot for climbing or anything?
Yeah, we went to that actually. The real way you're supposed to do it, but COVID kind of changed things. The real way we did it, particularly with the first album, is we had a bunch of songs, we played them, and then we refined them on the road as such. So the first album, you'd hear a lot of the stuff that came before. You'd hear like, the demos or the other albums or whatever, and then you'd hear the Altus, and you're like, okay, I can see where they were coming from, and that's because like that's been years of us playing those songs and getting them the way you want them. Now, and I think a lot of people find this when they're doing a second album, or after they've done all that material they've been working on for years. It's like, right, how do we do that? We haven't got 5 or 6 years to write new material to follow up, and now it's like, yeah, like we'll have an idea or something that will work, and then we're like, right, well, where in the set will this work, and how? Like, for example, when we're playing our set, we're very, very conscious of the little sine wave, for want of a better word, where you bring people up, bring people down, and you're kind of going through. And
Right.
that's how we're writing the new material, because we don't want to play the same set over and over again, but we still wanted to have that edge and also keep it entertaining for us, because in my opinion, when a band stops writing material, they're kind of finished.
I like that you guys are, as you said, I think, if I understood correctly, kind of taking the time to not write the previous record, right? Because a
Yeah.
lot of bands will fall into a wheelhouse. And I know it's your wheelhouse, you have to stay somewhat similar. But a lot of bands will use some of the stuff from the last record, or it sounds the same. I think what you said earlier, if I'm understanding it correctly, you guys really specifically try and differentiate from record to record while
Yeah.
still being Horrenda.
Absolutely, yeah. That like it's very much kind of like, we'll change up the logo a little bit, we'll change up the vibe, we'll change up the set, we'll try the samples, because it's a different thing. It's like, we want people to come to the Horrenda shows. Obviously, we want people to buy the merch, but then give them a new experience. Whereas like, it's still Horrenda, but it's an evolution. It's like, we still, again, this band started off as a solo project with me doing the true cult black metal thing. We've done that, and now we're progressing more to something that's a lot more like a collaborative experience of all of us coming together, and that's what the next or all the material we have coming out really represents.
Yeah, it's kind of gone from like this, one man band solo cult project to suddenly we're a 3 guitar band with 2 prog heads in it. So actually more prog heads if you can count Keith. And naturally it's going to evolve, and it's going to sound a lot different compared to two. Like, you'd never compare those 2 bands that much.
Right.
They're 2 separate bands.
So in a live set, then, are you including some of that old black cult metal stuff, or is that
Yeah,
just a past?
no, I mean, like the newer stuff is all in drop D, and then we jump back. But the way our set goes, obviously drop D is a little bit heavier than standard, so it gives you more of that kind of like chug, and you can also play a little bit faster or whatever. For some reason, drop D just works in a live setting a lot more than standard, for whatever reason. And then, but by the end of the set, that's when we'll work in some of the more, we'll tune up the standard, and you'll get your traditional black metal songs there. And we still have like Handprints replaced one of the other songs we had, but Slua has still been there pretty much from day one, and that's about as black metal as it gets.
So what does a Horrenda crowd look like then? Because you guys are so all over the spectrum as far as subgenres. Is it all?
I'd
I
say
don't
it's
know.
probably a bit of a mix between, yeah, you'll get your kind of traditional kind of cultish black metal fans, but you will get those kind of experimental more types. Like, I think we kind of have shown we're a little bit more experimental, left of center than a lot of other metal bands.
Mm.
I think that people are slowly picking up on that.
But you'll also get this
And
really, sorry, TJ, you get this really cool thing that I love, and I have to say it, right? Obviously, you'll see the black metal guys there. You'll see some coarse paint people. You'll see your traditional metalheads, but then you'll see people who are like, you wouldn't expect to be into metal, or who obviously don't like that kind of heavy music, and then they'll stick around and stay, and they'll buy a T-shirt or something and come up and go, I don't like black metal, but I love Horrenda. And for me, I love that, because I'm like, we are doing something the right way. So yeah, the
Right.
Horrenda crowd is weird, but like, it's brilliant. It's a really receptive crowd. Like, we're getting to the point where some people notice, like, cheer for the samples, cheer for like the guitar chord, and that's
Right.
weird that they do that, right? So the crowd that we have, they know Horrenda, and that's amazing. So like, we're very lucky that we have, that like wide array of people who come to the shows. But all I know is we're doing the right way. We see more Horrenda shirts, we see more people who don't look like they're into black metal enjoying
Right.
black metal, and that's what we're trying to do.
Sweet. Shoot, I just lost. Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. So let me go back to writing one more time. When you guys are like sitting down, let's start writing the record, however we do it. You're very theatrical as well. So how much of what you're doing are you thinking about the theatrics as you're going along?
I wouldn't say we write sort of thinking about theatrics because we don't really choreograph ourselves on stage. Like we're not saying, oh, during this song you're going to do that or you're going to do that. Usually it kind of just happens a bit, naturally. And after we've written the song, then we'll figure out, okay, well, no, we're not going to figure it out. We're just going to play the songs and we feel like doing something weird. We're just going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we don't work that in at all. Like the one thing that you have to be careful with theatrics, in my opinion, right? It needs to embellish. But what's already there. It can't be the whole core of it because there is that kind of penchant sometimes to lean too heavy into it, and the songs kind of suck. But we're kind of like, no, the songs need to be good, the material needs to be great, and then we'll build a show around that. So even though, yeah, we'll do the paint, we'll do the whole candles, we'll do all the theatrics of a show, but at the end of it, the songs kick ass, and that's what's important to us.
All right. So the record came out a couple weeks ago, well, almost a month ago now, I guess. What are your plans to support it? You guys playing live?
Almost as soon as Handprints came out, we kind of went straight over to the UK to do a couple shows. Did Bristol and Cardiff, Eradication Festival in Cardiff, and supporting our good friends the Crawling in Bristol. At the minute, we're taking a small break over the holiday season, and then we have a bunch more songs already recorded, and we're just trying to figure out how to release that in 24. And what we're hoping to do is just do a bunch of headline shows around Ireland and try and hit the UK a lot harder next year. 2023, we had to slow it down a little bit because the lineup changes and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But 24, our main target is hit the UK as hard as possible, often as possible, because that's really the market that's has most potential for us.
Gotcha. And so that's going to bring me to the end of my questions. Did I miss anything you want to cover?
Anything we want to cover? Mainly, we want everyone to check out Handprints. It's one of the most chaotic live videos you are going to see. It's simple in that we're not doing crazy props or acting or whatnot. It's just 6 lads who love music, who love aggressive music, just going nuts on stage. You're going to see Aaron chug a pint mid-song, stand on top of the bar. You're going to see me whipping my guitar with a belt, just hanging off the rafters. It's the most insane black metal you're ever going to see. And check out Handprints.
Fair enough. And if fans want to find you, how do they find you online?
Best way to find us is to go to horrendaofficial.com. And that's our website. All the links are there. We're on social media, our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff as well. Our Spotify is updated as well. So, and our Bandcamp, obviously, if you go to Horrenda on Bandcamp, that's huge. That's the best way to support us financially as far as buy a t-shirt. And look, if you guys are listening and you want Horrenda to come, contact your booker. Get them to get Horrenda over, and we'll be there.
Right on, my friends. I appreciate you taking the time. I hope that wasn't too bad.
No, man, it's great. Thank you.
Thank you, my friends. I appreciate your time.
Cheers, man. Anytime.
Cheers, Bruce.
Hey, happy holidays. We'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
All right, be well.